Kia ora. Our sponsors, as you know, have got some really high demanding expectations for how we need to deliver this new railway for Auckland, with health, safety and environment and sustainability objectives really at its heart.
So we've had some pretty big wins for sustainability this year, with our 2 big early works packages coming to an end, Contract 2 down Albert Street finishing at the end of 2020, and C1 down at Britomart finishing pretty soon. And we've been using infrastructure sustainability rating framework to assess our sustainability performance. Sustainability is more than just construction waste recycling, although we definitely are keen to make sure we're doing the best we can in that. It's about looking at social, cultural and environmental outcomes for the project. So we've not only adopted the infrastructure sustainability rating framework, we've also adapted it so that it suits the cultural context of Tamaki Makaurau.
The manual, Mahi Rawora Aratohu, was developed with mana whenua in 2018. We're now working on refining and implementing the principles in this document. This mahi has seen great strides in regard to the cultural outcomes in the project. Our values as mana whenua, our tikanga is visible in what CRL does day to day, and our role as kaitiaki is uplifted.
We've achieved savings across water, materials, waste and energy. And that's across the construction activities, but also across the 100-year operational life of CRL. Getting transformers on site and grid connected rather than using diesel generators. That was a massive saving for our energy-related greenhouse gas emissions. With materials, we've also looked at things like replacing cement, which has a really high carbon footprint, with fly ash, which reduces that carbon footprint. With water, it's actually been a case of selecting native trees, which everyone's really supportive of, that require less watering. So there's less burden for council to water those trees over the coming years. CRL has a social outcome strategy, and part of delivering against that strategy over the last year was delivering the Progressive Employment Programme. Takes 6 young people who otherwise might be disadvantaged in the workforce, provides some wraparound support, provides training and other opportunities to just help them succeed. And we're really pleased that 5 out of the 6 graduated last year and are now employed by Link Alliance.
The sustainability learnings from Contract 1 and 2 are being taken even further by the Link Alliance as we build the main stations and tunnels. 2020 saw the Link Alliance move more heavily into construction across all of our project sites. Over the year, we had 4 hectares of land that had to be cleared and more than 40 buildings across our Karangahape and Mount Eden station site before we could even start construction. And thousands of items, including fittings and fixtures from the buildings, were sent over to Tonga to help in the recovery to rebuild after Cyclone Gita, and also here in New Zealand, sending items to Northland and church groups in Auckland. So by the end of 2020, the CRL projects diverted more than 95% of all construction and demolition waste from landfill, which is really in line with CRL's aspirational goal of zero waste to landfill. And as a team, we're always looking for new sustainability initiatives that we can implement to achieve better outcomes for the project.
Our health and safety vision for the project is mahihe te mahi, hei panga, hei oranga, mō tātou katoa. And it asks us to consider who everyone is, who benefits from working safely. So that health and safety vision was really crystallised for us in how we responded to the challenge of COVID. And I'm really proud of what we did in that space. We both contributed towards the protocols that were agreed with WorkSafe and with central government, but also how we implemented them in practice. And I don't underestimate the complexity of doing that and how well we responded to that challenge.
The Link Alliance has invested in building the competence and capability of our workforce throughout the City Rail Link project. A massive milestone for us here in 2020 was the opening of Te Manawa, our training and induction hub, which we sit here today. Already we've had up to 5,000 people inducted on the project, and we anticipate a future 15,000 people may come through the doors here at Te Manawa, which is a massive opportunity for us to upskill our workforce here in New Zealand. As part of our underground induction that our new underground workers have to go through, we have a tunnel environment here at Te Manawa where they get to experience putting on their self-rescuers in a real live environment.
And so whilst we all recognise the importance of not being complacent in this health and safety, environment and sustainability space, It's also important that we take a few moments just to take stock of how much has been achieved in trying circumstances and pay tribute to and recognise everyone's contribution, no matter what your role, across the CRL project.